natural hair trends are taking up the African and Western world, from Lupita Nyong'o and Yara Shadid rocking them on the red carpet and film sets. Well, join me tonight as we share some tips that will help you achieve enviable natural hairstyles. Hello, welcome to the show. I'm your host Bettina, and tonight we are filming right here on location at Lana Baba, located at Reed Complex. Now, if you're just joining us tonight, I will be giving you a couple of tips that will help you achieve enviable natural hair. Tip 1, use leave-in conditioner. Now, Afro hair types are always a little bit on the drier side. Now, you must use a leave-in conditioner because this will help your hair lock in the moisture, hence having healthier looking hair. You can go to a good salon and have a hairdresser help with the whole process of applying leave-in conditioner. And for those of you who have, grown up having natural hair, I'm sure you know the proper care, and you can easily apply the leave-in conditioner at the comfort of your home. Now, tip number 2, stick to a particular type of product. Make sure you know what your hair type is. Find particular hair products that will work for your particular hair type, because even with Afro hair, we have different types. So find out what your type is and what product works well for your hair type. Tip number 3, try to avoid heating your hair as much as you can. Yes guys, if you heat your hair a lot, you are definitely going to damage the strands, and also it's not really good for the scalp. Now, the option that you would go for is obviously air drying. Sit under a dryer, but of course make sure you set it to air dry. And if you don't have a dryer and you're doing it at home, you can literally wrap a towel over your hair and let it air dry. So that is the better option. And trust me, if you're on a healthy hair journey, that will bring a difference onto your hair. Tip number 4, oil your hair strands. Now, this will definitely help with the layers of your hair and obviously give you healthier looking hair. Now, personally, I oil my hair 4 to 5 times a week. I oil the strands, and obviously I do massage. This is something I always post. Make sure you massage your scalp. This will obviously stimulate growth, and you realize when you do that, you will have healthier looking hair, and of course it will be easier for your hair to comb. And definitely if you go to the salon to do a protective hairstyle, this will also help with that. So do not forget to look out for a good hair oil. There are so many different types of hair oils that you can find on the market, as long as they are the real ones. Do not use duplicated ones. Obviously they'll mess up with your hair, but you can look out for shea oil, you can look out for almond oil, you can look out for olive oil. Remember, know what your hair type is, and obviously find something that will work for your particular hair type. Tip number 5 is protect your hair at night. Now guys, when you are going to sleep, you're definitely going to toss and turn. So this causes friction, which friction can lead to hair breakage. So to avoid that, make sure you protect your hair really well by having silk pillows. We've talked about this on the show, and obviously having a bonnet. The men also have their do-rags that help with protecting their hair. I've seen men like Diddy Combs, and also his sons as well. They really love to use the do-rags. Snoop Dogg uses the do-rags a lot, and so many women out there. Cardi B, I've seen Cardi B wearing a bonnet, and so many other celebrities, they do wear the bonnet. Guys, it's not for show. This really helps with protecting your hair when you are going to sleep. So if you've not been doing that, please get a good bonnet. And for the men, now when it comes to the men know how to take care of their hair. Surprisingly, they love their hair so much because they are afraid of getting what do they call them, they're afraid of losing their hair, so they always protect their hair really well. But for the women, if you have not been doing it, and for the young girls out there, ensure that you have a good silk bonnet. I've also seen ladies having the African fabric bonnets. As long as it's well made, put it on at night, sleep, and trust me, you'll wake up with your hair still intact and this will obviously promote good hair growth. Now guys, let's get to the most exciting and fun bit of the show. We shall be heading over to Jackie, who is a hairstylist, and she will be demonstrating for us a couple of natural hairstyles that you could actually rock.
Hello, my name is Jacqueline. I am a hairdresser, and I'm going to show you 3 kinds of hairstyles, how you can play around with your natural hair. Just in case you have natural hair, you need to go to a party, you need to go for work, and probably maybe to dinner. My first hairstyle is going to be for work on a daily day. This hairstyle can take you 5 to 10 minutes. All you need is like 3 to 4 pins to fix in this front hair, and then a puff holder to hold the behind, and you'll be good to go. Our second hairstyle is going to be a party one. If you have a wedding, you have an introduction, and all you need is a simple hairstyle without an extension in. I'm done. For this party look, you can add an accessory like a flower on the side or around here. You may not do it yourself. It will be a bit hard for you. You really need a hairstylist. Okay, for our last hairstyle, we are going to do a dinner date. You can do it and go to work. It can do both work and dinner. You go to work, you leave dinner, you leave work, and then you go to dinner in that same hairstyle. This is our last hairstyle for today. You can have it for work, and then you can also have it for dinner. Okay, if you're interested in any of these hairstyles and more, please find us at Reed Plaza, Reed Complex on Nuntinda Chwatule Road.
When you look in the mirror as a man, do you ever wonder if your hairstyle defines your personality? Does it stand for what you believe in as a man? Tonight, we learn about the different hairstyles and how they can cut it for you. We are shooting at Lana Baba, location Tinda, Chwatule Road, just after Total, the men's hair experts. Welcome to the show. My name is Rama. And with tonight's men's hair tips, we start off with what I choose to call the lineup hairstyle. And that is, I think, one of the commonest in Uganda right now. So you go to a barber and they draw those geometrical lines on you, the well-faded beard, the lines on the forehead, the lines on the back of your head. And it is perfect for, of course, people that are in white-collar jobs, the office CEOs, the marketeers, and people that have grown of age that want to cut across to the millennials as well. Of course, it calls for the kind of hair that you have. For those that are a little bit curly, it may not look as bad, and it calls for maximum care for those with beards, because the fade has to go perfect with the beard. Second tip for the night is the wave kind of hairstyle, and this is perfect for people with thick hair, not like mine, but thick hair, more hair on the head, and this is a haircut that takes time, and of course you need to use certain products on your hair, and say for example for a month, and for you to achieve that kind of hairstyle, you need of course the wave brush, a few products, a few moisturizers, and this is common with some kind of marketeers, depending on the kind of niche that their business goes for. And I've seen it so much with TV personalities that present maybe business, maybe a little bit of entertainment that is not so mainstream. And it also gives you a clean look and gives you a sense of responsibility. And I think this is the kind of hairstyle that bridges the gap between the very formal guys and the casual guys. So this is perfect for the kind of guys that are a little bit fancy, a little bit love taking care of themselves, since it takes a lot of time to achieve. Another hairstyle where you don't need to worry about the kind of hair that you have and your perception, and you don't need to have a lot of time coming up with a hairstyle in the morning, treating it, overcombing, is what we choose to call the buzz cut. And it is an American military-inspired haircut. It is where you just go low, same level. And if you have a beard, you can also trim completely off. And it being military-inspired, there is not so much going on. But as you know, military men, they love seeing facial features. So this is the kind of hairstyle that bring out the cheekbones, the jawline, because you don't need a beard with it. And this is perfect for the normal kind of guy. It needs just normal maintenance after showering, maybe a little moisturizer, and then you brush and you're off to work. If you've watched SEAL Team 6, I'm so much into military. So if you watched SEAL Team 6, if you've watched Extradition, if you've watched the 1st Air Force, if you've watched Olympia, all the military men are always having this kind of hairstyle. And of course, we have occasional hairstyles. You are going for a red carpet, you are going to meet kids, you are going to talk to university students, and you need to create a look that people haven't seen, to create that impact. We've seen people that have the lines in their head, we've seen people that color their hair, we've seen people that go all out with playing around with different styles in their hair. And it is occasional. Recently, I think years back, when we lost the music legend, Mose Radio, people got different haircuts of his picture on their heads to show tribute, to pay tribute to the fallen soldier. And of course, these are special hairstyles. Red carpet, maybe you want to celebrate someone that has gone, and the best way is through hair. I've seen lots of basketball fans get hairstyles of faces of the people that they believe in the sport. And when we lost Mamba, yeah, we saw different celebrities, different people get his face on their heads as a way to pay tribute to the fallen soldier. People who love being behind the computer, people that love being behind the machines, cameras, and lots of those other things. Everyone in the creative industry, these young gentlemen, the millennials, and they always have this, I won't call it funny, but the crazy, the funky, it looks like they don't give hair too much attention, but then that is the kind of attention that they want. Of course, notable hairstyles that fall under this category, we have the short dreads, we have the very long dreads and the medium ones, and we have the mohawk. Is it called mohawk? Yes, the mohawk. People perceive people with dreadlocks as people that are a little bit rebellious, people that don't give too much, who are not serious with life. But in the Western world, people have embraced that. Of course, if you're creative, there is you have some space. But if you're in a corporate world, you're a marketeer, you'll enter some and people will be scared of you, and instead of listening to what you have to say, all the attention will be gone to the kind of hairstyle that you have. There is a creative by the names of Colin Asimwe. Before he was an ads guy. He was doing scripting for TV ads. He was doing lots of creative work. But when he got a more corporate job, he had to make that crazy, I don't know, painful decision to cut off the hair, but he's moving on. If it came from him, he understood that this calls for a change of lifestyle, this calls for a change of personality, depending on the kind of people that I'm gonna meet. Kudos to you guys, but remember to always take care of your hair. You need to use, of course, hair oils, you need to use some shampoo. to keep the original color and also to not make the people around you uncomfortable with the smell that comes out of it when you don't do that. We can't talk about hairstyles and we leave out our bosses, the CEOs, the finance officers, the government officials. I can't talk about hair and I leave them out. And these always prefer the clean shave, or what we normally call the kawalata from way back. It is all through. But careful, most of people that go for the clean shave, you have to go to a professional barber. You don't want to have bumps at the end of your haircut. You don't want to be in office. You don't want to be on camera. You don't want to be in the boardroom scratching your head because you have bumps. The clean shave gives a bold look. It is so bold. It is a hairstyle that shows confidence. You know what you stand for. You know the only thing that you have to do is make that impact. We've seen examples of Ugandan personalities with this kind of clean shave. And I'll start off with a personality that we always talk about on NTV Star Project, the current Minister of State for Sports, Mr. Oboa. He always has this clean shave, this super suit. He knows what is right for his body, and you see him and he's speaking confidence. He's speaking someone who takes care of himself. He's speaking someone who has a command of what he stands for. Other notable personalities is our Minister of Foreign Affairs, General J.J. Odong. He always has this clean look. I think he has a haircut like every after 2 weeks. I'm sure he has a personal barber who comes at home. So I've never seen this guy with hair. Kudos to General J.J. Odong for that clean shave. And of course, our grandpa, our Jaja, Fountain of Honor, Gen of the NRA, the original Gen of the NRA, our Jaja, General Museveni, Tibuhaburwa, Kaguta. And of course, his nickname from way back is Kawalata, and I'm sure he loves it. It is always, I mean, there was a time we used to have, I think, weekly addresses of him, and he always had this clean look. So this is perfect. So kudos to you, and kudos to the team that handles our president, Mr. Tibuhaburwa, for that clean shave always. And lastly but not least, I had so many, but of course time is cutting me short. We have men's hair extensions. I'm very sure most of you guys don't know. I know some people. I know Wayne Rooney, if you guys watch soccer, he had a bald head. But I'm very sure he got hair extensions over the Olympics, so I'm not very sure. I'll do that research and come back and tell you guys. And here in Uganda as well, it is very possible. Shortly, I'm going to be talking to a hair expert, Lana Baba, and he will tell us more about his hair extensions of transforming someone's look from a very bald guy to someone who actually has a little bit of hair for different hairstyles, depending on the occasion he's going to, and depending on change of personality sometimes and change of perception. So I'll speak to him and he will tell us more about that. Yo, check it out, man.
Alright, bro.
What's up?
Now,
we last met at Hairstyles, I think months back.
yes.
And you're here now, something you're on.
Yeah.
Kongs, man.
Thanks, bro.
Before you came on, I was talking about the different hairstyles, and I reached that where I've seen bald guys, I've seen international celebrities who have had chiwalata or the bald look, and they've gotten hair extensions. Are they called extensions? Are they called weaves? Give us some details about that.
It's something like hair extensions or hair transplant. So it depends. If you can hair transplant, then you can also do hair transplant.
Do you actually do it in Uganda? Do you do it here?
Of course.
And how expensive can it be?
We do it on a fair price, though.
For that,
you know, you come with
shave.
your so-called chiwalata in our local language. Then you go back with hair.
There's always a solution for that chiwalata.
So and come back.
All right, guys. I'm just gonna have my haircut, and I hope it comes out well. I'll wait for your comments. So, Lana Baba, what kind of hairstyle are we having tonight?
Today we're gonna do a high fade.
High fade.
Yeah.
Is it perfect for my kind of head?
Of course, because a high fade with a low hair,
Uh-huh.
it's very, very nice, and you can go with it anywhere.
So I can actually go on a date with the hairstyle that I'm gonna have.
Yeah.
So if you're out there and you wanna go on a date with me, this is the day for you. Guys, I have no comment. I don't even know how I look like. I don't know if what I'm seeing in the mirror is true, but I look like the most handsome man on earth right now. All courtesy of Lana Baba. Lana, so how do I maintain this? Because I really need to keep this look. How often do I need to come back? And what hair products do I need to keep at home for home maintenance?
Like actually, you can come. Yeah, you can do a 2-week haircut. You know.
So that is like twice in a month?
Yeah, twice in a month.
Mm-hmm.
Or if like at all you have time, because most of the times hair is the thing that you do not really give time, you know. But these days people do look at hair.
I think I really need to give it more time. I've never looked this handsome. I know I've always been a handsome guy, but I've never really looked this handsome. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's been real. And where can people find you?
People can find me on social medias. It's Lana Baba 256 on TikTok as well. I have an account. It's Lana Baba.
And I've also seen you on Instagram at Lana Baba 256.
Yes.
Go to the comment section. Tell me how I look. Do I look better than your boyfriend or your husband? Or both? I don't know, guys. And of course, don't forget to follow me at Trauma Kizito, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and let's keep the conversation going.
Well guys, that's the time we had for you tonight on the NTV Style Project. If you learned a thing or two, please let us know. You can do that by writing to us on our social media platforms. That is NTV Style Project on Facebook and Instagram. We shall be very happy to read your feedback. Now guys, the repeat is every Wednesday, 3:35 p.m. right here on NTV. And for fresh episodes, catch us right after the evening news, 7:35 p.m. right here on NTV. I was your host, Bettina. Follow me on all social media platforms. That is at Bettina Tiana. I cannot wait to have you guys join my social media family. Yes, guys, that is it. See you next week. Good night.